Blessed day to everyone. Thank you for joining me today as I present my research study for the Inquiries, Investigation, and Immersion subject entitled On the Road Freightliners, the Lived Experiences of Delivery Workers Amidst the COVID-19 Pandemic in Carmona, Cavite. So, before I start, I wanted to convey my sincerest gratitude to my research advisor, Mr. Ryan Chester Caro, for helping me and guiding me with this study. And I would also like to acknowledge the presence of our panelists for lending me your time to assess this study and presentation. Methodology of this study, starting with the research design and sources of data. So, for the purpose of describing the life experiences of the delivery workers, the researcher employed the phenomenological research design, which focuses on identifying and analyzing what the participants had in common as they experienced a phenomenon. Moving on to the sources of data, it will mostly be gathered from the multiple interviews from the participants, but to provide an in-depth background and meaningful answers to the research problem, I have also cited both online journals, periodicals in this study. So, for the participants of the study, it will consist again of 5 delivery workers making deliveries here in Carmona, Cavite amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. And this will also be through utilizing the purposeful criterion sampling strategy. Next, we will be moving on to the data gathering procedure. So first, the researcher will select the participants with the help of 5 delivery workers. And after gaining permission, the interview schedules will be set, or sometimes on the spot, and then the interviews will be conducted. And in some cases, these interviews will be conducted in an online space like Google Meet, which will be recorded for the sake of the study. Now, for the overview of the treatment and analysis of data, these are the following steps that were considered. First is bracketing, in which all previous experiences of the participants were set aside only to focus on what was relevant or what the experiences or related to the phenomenon. Next is the horizontalization, and by which the transcriptions from the previous interviews will be read and the significant statements will be set aside and highlighted. Then these significant statements will be used to form clusters, which will be used to write then the textual description, then the structural description. Then from these descriptions, the researcher will write a composite description or an overall essence that presents the participants' lives as they experience being a delivery worker amidst this COVID-19 pandemic. So, moreover, in terms of ethical consideration, the researcher asked permission from the school administrators, and most importantly, the participants of the study if they consent to being interviewed. So, we will now be moving on to the results and discussion. So,